Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all. Happy weekend to everyone. How is everyone doing? And happy Independence Day. How are we doing, everyone? How are you all doing? How was your week? We are live on our three channels. Chris Lucci with double C, Chris Lucci Initiative, Chris Lucci Initiative TV, and my profile. So feel free to join any place of your comfort. So how is everyone doing? We're not gonna stay long, uh, hopefully, but definitely, I don't think we'll be spending maybe barely 30 minutes, a little uh, above 30 minutes. Greetings to you. Our YouTuber, Miss Grace. How are you doing? Welcome. We see you, Queen Mother. Greetings to you, Mr. Gechi. Welcome. How are you doing? Greetings to you all and happy 4th of July. Yes, ma'am, I am doing wonderfully well. Thank you for asking. 4th of July is American Independence. Okay. Uh, They said, to whom much is given, it's not to whom, what was that? They say respect is due. How is that being said again? Right? Give honor to whom honor is due. Yeah, give honor to whom honor is due, right? Yeah. Uh, it is American independence, and we have some little family stuff, right? But uh, so I still have to, come here, but then may not stay long, okay? Yeah, but then to still tell you happy 4th of July, happy United States of America independence. In Igbo, they say, onye a na-ekwu nwere ihe ọ na-eme, right? To whom honor is due. To give respect to whom, I will give honor to whom honor is due. Why am I mixing this thing up? Why am I mixing it up? So give honor to whom honor is due. If the country we're talking about does not represent well, doesn't make impact, we all have our right weaknesses, right? So as a country, yeah, they still have their days, but then they have, you still see the focus trying to get it, right. Is it going to be possible to get it perfect? No, but uh, like we always say in our community, right? If it is what doing is what doing well, and then we always say if it is what doing, then it's what doing excellently well. So then still getting it that excellently well. Perfection is not there because no one is. We all have our weaknesses, right? And that's what makes us whole, you know. That's what makes us whole. As long as that's our weak part is not a threat to others. Okay? So, welcome. This is Chris Lucci, a charity initiative giving life a meaning. It's a Chris Lucci community, right? We are on a one goal, one voice, one language, make impact to life, give life a meaning. So, welcome everybody. Let's sing a bit so that we can. It's 4th of July, so I might have to use some quotes to send message and I will run. So, onye ze na abịara mbe gị o, abịara m abịa na abịara mbe gị, abịara m abịa. I may not know the words of this song, okay? So, if it's in my mouth, I'm gonna sing it. So I may not know the how, but I will sing it my own way. I have my own way. Okay. I have my inspiration, highly in depth. I think I've shared it one time, from someone. I'm so inspired by the persons. I haven't seen the person in person, but I'm so inspired, by the man's songs. During our first anniversary, he was in our live program then. And then I recognized that, So uh, the Father and Back also is part of my inspiration with the songs. And then I have these few people, but more of my encounter with songs, especially Igbo songs, is the olden days go when the songs were meaningful. Like, many of the things they sing now, I think it's just few of them that I connect with. I'm not connected with a lot, a whole lot. But those other songs, back in the days, a whole lot of them. If I get them, like right, like, but few of them, especially this lady, uh, few of them that like the present songs, these generations of those few. And for me to connect, it has to be meaningful. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. Like you have to go out of it. You have to go out of ordinary. You have to just go out of ordinary. And I know when you start hailing my father, I'm connected. When you mean business, when you mean business, you move me. I'm on that Davidic generation. So once you get there, I know. It's not about if you get there, I know. So I'm the we move. David. David the warrior, right? I'm from that generation, right? Yeah. We might look simple, we might look this, but then there are angles that are no for us, and we will also remind us some of those today. But be ready for next week. Be ready for next week. If you know you're going to participate on that post I mentioned, please let us know your time so that we will accommodate you. Our platform can take 10 people, but if we have more than 10, okay, I think I put 10, so we'll go with 10. If we have more than 10, then we'll do Zoom and then live stream because we still have our Zoom and there's a subscribe Zoom. I pay for it every month. So onye nze m na abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa. Okay, that's right. I'm still cooking. I'm busy. I'm actually busy. Okay. But we gotta do it. Onye nze m abịara be gị Chukwu, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị na abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa. Oluchi bịara be gị Chukwu na abịara m abịa, Oluchi bịara be gị, abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị Chukwu, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa. That's right. Nara ekele nji bịa Chukwu na-abịara m abịa, ribe otito m Chukwu na-abịara m abịa, emume abụ ekele wee bịa, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa. Like I said, I may not know the songs, but I'm singing it my own way, in case if it is not the way, okay? Even when I listen to song, if you're singing it, I take it there and then go my own way. Onye ukwu na-abịara m be gị na-abịara m abịa, eji m abụ ekele wee bịa na-abịara m abịa, eji m obi ọcha wee bịa Chukwu na-abịara m abịa na-abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị Chukwu, abịara m abịa, kpọbara n'ụmụ ụgbọ ekele na-abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa Chukwu na-abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa chai. Abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa, emume abụ ekele wee bịa na abịara m abịa. Somebody translate. Onye ukwu na-abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa na abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị o, abịara m abịa na ya abịara m be gị, abịa Chineke na-abịara mbe gị, Chukwu abịara m abịa, na-abịara mbe gị, o abịara m abịa, abịara mbe gị, abịara m abịa, na-abịara mbe gị, abịara m abịa, abịara mbe gị, Chukwu na-abịara m abịa, abịara mbe gị, abịara m ebu m abụ ekele wee bịa, abịara m abịa, na-abịara mbe gị, o abịara m abịa. Na ị bịara be gị, o Chukwu ọma, na ị bịara be gị, o abịara m abịa. Miss Rita bịara be gị, Chukwu na ị bịara abịa. Miss Grace bịara be gị, o abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị, o Miss Goodness bịara be gị, Chukwu na ị bịara na-abịa, abịara m be gị, o Miss Aminat bịara be gị, Chukwu abịara m abịa, na abịara m be gị, o asị m na Ọlụchi bịara be gị, Chukwu na abịara m abịa, Ọlụchi bịara be gị, o abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị, Chukwu na abịara m abịa, na abịara m be gị, o abịara m abịa. Chai, abịara m abịa, Chukwu na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa, abịara m abịa, Chukwu na abịara m be gị. Miss Amaka bịara be gị, Chukwu ọma bịara m abịa, na ọ bịara be gị, o abịara m abịa, anyị bịara be gị, Chukwu abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị, o eluigwe na abịara m be gị, o eluigwe na abịara m be gị, na abịara m abịa, abịara m abịa, na abịara m be gị, o abịara m abịa. Anyị ga-anọkwa ebe a taa. Asị m na abịara m abịa, na abịara m be gị, eluigwe na abịara m be gị, o abịara m abịa, na abịara m be gị, o abịara m abịa, abịara m be gị, Chukwu na abịara m abịa, na abịara m be gị, abịara m abịa. Heavenly Father, I disappear, Lord, and call upon you to appear. Abba, Father, I decrease and call upon you to increase. In the name of you, God the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen and amen. Again, welcome to our Friday live program. That's going to be, we'll see how it goes, right? This is Chris Lucci Charity Initiative Giving Life a Minute. It's our Friday live program. We do our live program 7 p.m. West African time. For any reason we are running behind or we come before the time, we always place the announcement. We try to place the announcement. We may not always, but we try to place the announcement. Okay, so let's get the information right. Okay, so just in case you see us live and we have the announcement, okay, feel free to always join. Okay, and together we'll continue to make life, give life a meaning. Okay, so again, it is our it is American Independence Day. Okay. It's 4th of July. And like we said, we don't just do things because people do things. We do things for a reason. And from the history and everything, we believe the country has played its impact and still, playing its positive impact, right? And they said again, to whom honor, give honor to whom honor is due, right? If there are no things of emulation, I will not be part of it. And because I know I'm still not going to stay that long, so we said, let's do a shout out, right, to the United States of America and then to other countries as well that are doing what it takes to be a country. Because one of the major things it takes to be a country, or the major, is what? You, the country, the citizen, right? The country, the government for the citizen. That's number one. And the rest. You got to learn to listen to your citizens. You got to learn to give listening ear to your citizens. You have to be there for the citizens, right? You have to stand out for the citizens. The voice of the citizens should matter. You have to be a good listener to the citizens, and so on. Citizens, that's the people, should matter to you. The same thing in the community. In any community, you got to give listening ears to the community members, right? You got to is a call of everybody. The way they say that you can't just do it on your own. You have to incorporate. You have to collaborate, right, with the members of the communities. And here and there, right? You still have to seek for review so that people can do what can give their opinion, even though we're always open for your your positive opinions, and we are still open for your criticisms. Yeah, you can still bring it. If you see something is going wrong, come out and say no. We are going wrong this part, please. This is not us. We are going wrong this part. After all, I do that when Mr. Very Dark Black Man, I saw what I saw. I'm hardcore. I follow him. I love what he's doing. Still pray for him. But when I saw what I saw, the same way we came out and told government when they had him that he is the voice of the people. He needs to be out. He is the voice. Because if you shut him down, you shut the whole people he represents up. And we get that voice. So the same way when we saw things went wrong on the platform, I didn't wrote down. I still came here, to still get it. Yeah, that's the way it should be, And then when you see things are going right and everything right, connect to it, be passionate about it, help to move that forward, help to push that forward, and so on. Okay, so like we said again, it's a American 4th of July, right? Is our independence. Okay, in as much as I'm American citizen, however, I am still a Nigerian. I'm continue to pray, and by the grace of God, right, making the impact within my capacity as a person, as a community, right, as a community, Chris Lucci community, right, and the all, to continue to make a difference, to continue to make a difference, to continue to push our own, narrative on the world, the positive aspects of life. Okay, and then this brings me, okay, to something I would like to share as this 4th of July, because like we always say, we don't just celebrate anything or appreciate anything. If it's not worth it, I'm not part of it. I will always tell people, after talking, I will tell you, if you like, be my twin. If you like, be my twin. If it's not, if it doesn't look like I won't be part of it, and I will condemn it. I will look at you on your face. You, my twin, will tell you, I'm not part of this. I don't mix my words. I will tell you, I am not part of this. I will tell you, this is no, 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 no. I may not be able to stop you, but I will condemn it. If you insist, okay, to your tent, or Israel, but anyway, I cross path with it. My word consistency, my word will remain the same. I will tell you, So now there is a message I saw on Facebook by the president's daughter, Ivanka Trump. And I saw this message yesterday evening when I was walking out. I saw on my way, I saw the message and I got inspired by this message. And I said one of the live programs, I will share something from this message, because I will tell you the source. When I get to, I will connect you from here, right? Because everything doesn't come from my head. There are times some things will happen like this, right? And when it happens like this, I will make that reference, okay? Because this is stuff we always, part of the things we talk about, So sometimes you see random things. I saw that. I don't think I followed her, but I will definitely follow her, because this is the second time I'm seeing her, stuff. I'm there. I love good, positive things, people, meaningful things. Okay. So, and the message is this way. She said, yesterday, Mark, I think she posted this maybe on the 1st, but I saw that yesterday evening, my evening. She said, yesterday marked the half point of 2025, And it's the perfect moment to pause and reflect. The same thing, the same language we speak. Pause and reflect. Pause and let there be a time to pause and reflect. And this is a president, they almost the president of the world, to tell us that original does not fade, to tell us that what is right, both to the poor and to the rich, to the well, to anywhere. What is right is right. In four cardinal, like everywhere, everywhere. What is right remains right. And the what is wrong, it is. You know, we might then, like we always say, try to now justify that with whatever we want to justify it. But then at the ruling table, we still ask, is it valid? Okay. And then she said again, not to chase perfection. Not to chase perfection. Remember, we don't talk about perfection. I'm not perfect. And I always, even our day, I tell you, I don't expect perfection from people, but I expect the better version of you. I expect is the expectation. Just like you all should expect from me, better version of me, you know. And when I come out, I will tell you all, you know, this is me. This, this is me, right? I am of the Davidic side. You know what that means? If it warrants to you know what, warfare, I go. Yeah. One thing with me, as long as it's worth it, I don't look back. And again, without fear or favor, irrespective of who is involved. Once it's what, before I get into things, my point, the points I press is it worth it? That's number one. If it's not worth it, no, I choose my battle. So it has to worth it. And then it's worth it. Like something I put up again, right? Nothing comes in between my passion and goal. Nothing, like no single thing comes in between. Don't dare that. It's there. Like don't dare there. You know what I mean? Don't cross there. Don't cross there. But before having that so passionate, one, I have to make sure that, I'm happy doing it. That's number one. Number two, it has to be meaningful. It has to be something meaningful. It's not messy things and all of those, right? So then why do you want to come in between it, and why do you want to fight it? And why do you think then I can, this cannot hold? Why do you think so? That's fallacy. Like that's, is that on arrival? Yeah. Okay. And then we take it up again. Okay. And then she said what? Not to chase perfection, but to honor our progress, even the imperfect kind, right? The imperfect kind, there could be anything. It could be, right? Many of us may not have a pure white teeth to laugh, but we still laugh. It might be imperfect to you, but what? We give our laughters, right? Yeah. Many of us might not know how to speak the grammar, right? But at least with the pidgin we speak, we give our kind, we give it, right? None of those actually determines the God's given wisdom. None of those. Is our kind. That stuff you may see imperfect, right? That's our kind. We still use it to do what? To do kind, right? Many of us might be disabled in many things. We might be using wheelchairs, we might be using whatever. And so we might not be that, we might not have that perfection, right? But guess what? We'll still what? Strive. We'll still brighten the world, okay, with what we have. Like we tell people, oftentimes the things the kindness we should do for free, we have for free. We don't do that. But you see us pursuing the expensive ones from people, the ones that we cause people to do for us. But the ones we offer free. Smile is free. Smile is free. It's even hard for us to smile. It's even hard. So anyways, I will get it to the place, and then it gets to the next place. He said, what? Take a moment today to ask yourself, this is the place I love. Take a moment to ask. This is a president of the almost entire world, right? Talking, right? Understanding there is imperfection, understanding there are struggles, understanding in life. We don't just go it wild because the road is so narrow and so so straight and all of those, right? If you're going to go in that so straight, there might be bumps you may not be able to see. So we must always trade with caution. But if we're going to go it all that like a straight route, the pothole, you may not see that on time. And guess what? You know what that means. Okay. So But when we move and pause, reflect, right? We move and pause, reflect, right? That is playing with caution. So when there is stuff like that, we'll be able to catch that on time and be able to avoid it. Okay? So she said again, so where, and then she said one, take a moment today to ask yourself, what have I achieved so far? Even in small, messy, wonderful ways. There was a time someone told me something, one of the admins we hired, and she said, the video the people make, all these people make is not perfect. The videos are not this, and the videos are not that, and the videos are, she was like, the community, we can hire a photographer so that when we are going, right? Photographers will be taking us. That people that do videos on Facebook, they have their photographer and all of those, so that they take them. I say, wow, really? I say, wow. And the question, the stuff I answered the person, okay, I think is in our, with Mr. Digital and our other days. And the what I answered, I said, I'm sorry, this is a humanitarian community. That's number one. I said, number two, we cannot use, I say we do a whole lot of things, and then the photographer has to follow us to do all those cards so that we can get that perfect. I say it cannot be perfect, but when we get it, we can put one or two, right, to get it awesome. That perfection may not come, right? But we understand it. I say we do things for a reason. I said when we did our grand event, right, our big grand event in December, we hired a photographer, even though it's okay. Like we always say, it's either we learn or is a blessing or is a lesson, right? Because everything they did, they put it in a digital stuff that is there in Nigeria. Why we said we need this now there so that we'll come, and then whatever is a whole lot, and these are places we look, say, well, we choose our battles. He put everything in hard disk for us in 21st century. And the person that hired him, we told him, the man told him, and he put all of those there and traveled, and the thing is sitting there, and we were able to extract the ones we could and all of those. Okay. But then we didn't want that to just mess up everything. It's there in hard cover, hard device or whatever there. But that is by the way. But what am I talking about? Okay. We knew when the time comes, right? And then we hired people. We hired someone, and that's where it worth it. But getting a photographer, hiring a photographer for maybe if we go to hospital visitation, we do this and then doing that, it makes no. I don't know. Again, someone like me, we use that money we should use to save lives, right? Using it for no. We are intelligent enough. And then I told the admin, I said, again, I'm sorry, this is a humanitarian community, okay? And I said, we still don't have the phone, right? I said, even if we do, we still have to be careful with certain things. I said, the only thing I can do is just to tell our admins, like the people covering it, any person, and then I think that was when I didn't even tell them, go and buy phone. I said, tell people any person can cover so that we will be able, out of all the mess, right? We'll be able to pick some good ones. But then we cannot say or tell me to tell them their picture they should. I cannot say that. Even if our admins say they hire photographer to be going, I'll tell them no. Okay? It doesn't have to be that perfect. It doesn't have to be that class like every other person, every other destiny, every other people there, maybe making the regular contents. Okay, it's money versus money. They use it to get money and then have it in their pocket, right? But what we are doing is different. Even whatever money still comes here, we still use it to support community. If any of this thing is verified and all this paid stuff we are using, we'll still use it for it. And then not like we choose the stuff we do. So, and then I told her that, and she was like, because it's hard. I said, we understand, but it's okay. I said it's okay. In that messy and all of those, the small it is still wonderful. And that's what I got here. Even in small, messy, wonderful ways. What matters is that the ways our admins and the communities are doing it, it's wonderful. It may be messy. It's okay. We are not perfect. I will never claim perfection. But we are authentic. We are courageous. We have integrity. We are clean. We are clean. We are accountable. We are transparent. Hello, what else do you want? We can't be perfect, but we can be awesome. We can improve in our photos, okay? And that is why you can see some that might be very good, some might be medium, some might be here and there. It's okay. That's okay. But what happens is what? We are doing it in wonderful ways, okay? So, and then I responded to that, and it wasn't okay with her. And we said goodbye. And I've been joining it and everything. And we've been giving life a meaning. And we've been echoing. And I believe heaven as well, has been pleasant and showing himself and all of those. Right? We don't say it must be perfect, or we must get all perfect admins. No, what we told them, right? And we see transformation going on. And what we told them was what? Who he chooses, he will do what? He will perfect. If he gets to the perfect people, then where can he walk? Perfect will take everywhere. Where can he walk? Whom God chooses, he will perfect. And this has been going on. It's been going on. It's been going on, many transformations and all of those. So we get into that. And then going the second one, she said, what should I let go of? And that is it. What should I let go of? Habits or expectations that no longer serve me. I love this. We must learn to let go of the things that doesn't serve us. And that is growth. This is growth. Humanitarian, movement will make you to do what? There are certain things you see. We don't do that, you are not a humanitarian. Anything that if lies, you've been so used to lies, and you're on a humanitarian movement, and in this humanitarian movement, right? You see, we are honest. You see our integrity. You see all of those, and you are still accommodating lies in the community. The same lies, you bring it here, maybe trying to use it to manipulate the community. Like, it's time to let go. Note that this your new life, this your new journey, this path you have chosen. That's the type of that life. It does no longer serve you, because, like we say again, Matthew Kelly says, life away from something is life towards something. You cannot come out from somewhere without going nowhere. If you come out from somewhere not going anywhere, then that's a loss. The person is lost. So life away from something must be life towards something. The same in our birthdays. In our birthdays, is a reflection, and this is why it's like every year we become both our habits and everything. We remain the same and become the same and remain the same. Life away from something must be life right towards something, or we are lost. On our birthday, 16th birthday, 17th birthday, 18th birthday, it should be towards something. There should be something. But because we don't reflect, all we know is maybe to wear clothes, long veil, and look for the highest photographer to take us. Well, by the time we will think of all those things, what time again do we have to reflect? Do we even know how we lived the 40? You have to first close your day. You end your day to start the new day. So we need to first understand how we live 40, right? To see how we can embark on 41. If you don't understand how you live 40, how would you know how to? You will still live 41, the same 40. 42 will come, you leave it the same 40. 43 will come, you leave it, before you know it, you start even living it 20s, backwards. Recycling, or ending up going nowhere. Okay? So that is why we say there are expectations. There are expectations. Giving life a meaning. Our own life has to receive meaning. Do you still hold truths that are hurting others? That truth you haven't spoken. That truth you haven't said. You haven't voiced out. You know that truth is holding people in the bondage. Your truth can free people, can give people freedom, right?
and you are still holding on to that truth, right? So that maybe you will become amen and amen, angelic. You can't speak that truth. So that your friend, they will not say why. So that you can be, you can hold on to certain friends that do not want to hear this is no, this is not right. Right? There are expectations as we progress in the community. And that is why today is this 4th of July, right? To celebrate the 4th, we have to find something that can give it meaningful, that can give it a meaning, that can add meaning to it. That is celebration. That is celebration. There is something to celebrate. The day don't just come. If I turn 40 today, I'm 43 anyways. But if I turn 40 today and celebrating 40, the 43, what am I celebrating? What I'm celebrating is from 0 to 42. I just entered 43, right? To leave it, then by the 44, right? 43 should be celebrated because definitely I must have lived it wrong. With the reflections, right? I then know things to live and things to learn and things to unlearn and so on in order to embark on a better 44. But without reflection, it's this way, it's this way. Sometimes it's laughable until we understand certain things. Until we understand certain things of life. You know, we know it's not all about wearing veil. I've come, by his grace, I've come a long way, you know, kind of in marriage. But I have never celebrated the 1 anniversary. I have never even put it on Facebook. People will always reach me. You know, some people that know this day will say happy. I will laugh. I don't even post it, even on my. I don't even do all of those. Because I am still on a journey. Right? I want something to celebrate. I want stuff to celebrate. Maybe by 20th or by 21st, there are a lot. The lot is not just the marriage. A lot is not just the kids. We must have married by the grace of God, put heads together to raise the kids, right? By the grace of God, be able to make impacts in their lives. Now be able to make impacts in certain people's lives, right? Be able to make impact in the mother-in-law, the mom, you know, be able to make impact in these people's lives, right? Be able to set up certain things. There is that, because there must be something to celebrate. You don't celebrate emptiness. We do not celebrate emptiness. May God, you see, all these things, all these things, there are certain things that let's just like we say, let's always ask God for help. Many often we do the right things at the very wrong time. We do many right things is always at the odd, very wrong time. Intentionality. So that even if you are doing something, someone even asks you, what are you celebrating? You will be able to account. Like when I do things, I will tell people, take me to see it. I say, if I say things, whatever I say, take me anywhere. I will repeat myself and tell you my reason. Whatever I say, I have my reason. You know? And then I will say there will be all those, so that when they are even celebrate, if I wear white today to celebrate 1 year anniversary, next tomorrow, do you know what it is to put up things, to fill in that pot? Do you know what it is? You can't fill in that pot in 1 year. You can't fill in that pot in 2 years. You know, we acknowledge it. We thank God. We continue to thank God for his awesomeness, for his grace, for his guidance, right? For his tolerance, for his accommodation, for his forgiveness, right? These are the things you celebrate at the end of the day. For being able, right, to continue loving the same person, for being able to continue accommodating the same person, right? Unapologetically, like pure and pure. You know what that means? That's when you will celebrate it like with pride. It's not messy here and there. No. So there are stuff, and it should be worth it. It should be worth it. You know? At the end of the day, when I see you have the kids are still small. You don't even know the time we will use to put into a whole lot of things, put the energy, put it here. We are there whiling it around. There was one question my child asked me. He asked me this question yesterday. He said, if you there is this book because they are reading with the book challenge, so they repeated but now individual 5 things successful people do before 8 a.m, by Terry Foy. So they asked me, he asked me, one of them asked me, he or she, whatever it is, okay. Uh-huh. So asked me, he said, if you are giving 180, I think 180,000, like he said in the bank, okay, the way that thing went, he said, if bank gives you, or if you are giving 180,000, dollars every day, and then he said by the end of the day, bank will take off the money, and then will by the next day, bank will take it. He said the next day they will repeat the same $180,000, right? And then he said, and then they ask you to be using it, right, daily. But whatever you don't finish, they will take it away. And then by the next day, it will the same will be given to you. And then he asked me, said, how much, what will you use for it? Because I was busy when he asked me this. And when he asked me the first time, I didn't get it. And I was like, I am on a deadline with something. And he sees that. And then, but when this thing came, I now took, I said, say that again. He asked, I was like, wow. I said, let me understand. I rephrased what he said. I said, so whatever I don't use, they will take it, right? And they gave it to me. Said every day they will give it to me. Say use it for whatever you want to use for it. And he said yes. I was like, wow. If that thing comes, I said I will call Chris Lucci community. I will say now, because I have time frame to use it, or we lose it, and then by the next one, I said I will call them. I will say now, everybody get on your village, get on the communities, get here. I said we will do division of labor, right? Every person will get on the field. I say start looking for people. I told first, I said I will move it to humanity, like humanitarian work. And then I say, what? He say, how? I say, what I will do, I will call everybody. I say, I will go live Friday. Wait, tell every person. I say, let's start looking. People, they don't have a roof. People that needs to be built homes. People that, like I thought, I said, then we embark on it. I said, like it will put me daily. People, there will be activities. We have to be building houses. We have to be repairing this. We have to be doing this. We have to be starting up businesses. We have to score. And then I thought that, so after that, he said, so you will spend it by yourself. I said, spend what? I said, the money will buy me. I said, that's too much. It will useless me. I said, you know what it means? Like 180,000, 180,000 daily. And then by tomorrow, you guys said, if I use it, I will become useless. Like it will useless. It will mess. I said that will mess you up. You don't notice buy people. I said this one way, but no. Where this thing can go is humanity. You move it there, and then be diligent. Work. In fact, I'm talking on it like I wish it's a dream come true. God knows how it is in my heart, And then after saying it, you know what my child said? He smiled and was like, "That means." You use your time very well. I said, how? He said, because every day, 180 minutes or something. My dear, please, I don't know how he asked it, but then he said, do I know that every day I have 180 minutes or so? I don't know. I can't remember. Whatever minutes. So he said that is to show you can utilize your time very well. I was like, wow, already my brain was already like his money. How can this money come so that people can see how humanitarian work do? In fact, I was already dreaming only for this child to get me to the minutes I have on a day. I was like, oh Lord, are you for real now? Like, why did this not become real? Why will he have to go to minutes? And he just walked away. He was like, wow, that's interesting. And then he said, when daddy comes back, he's going to ask that, oh my, now I have messed up the whole thing. And I didn't want to tell daddy because I said that question. He said he's gonna ask his dad, the same question and see. So what are we talking about? This is, and then he said he saw that from everything, 5 things successful people do before 8 a.m. That's where he pulled that. And I read that book, I think 2019. That was when I read that book. Because some of this book, like I would say, there are some things I'll need. I'll just get book, rephrase what I want. I know like a specific book to, look through to refresh my head and all of those, right? But what am I talking about? I was already on humanity, only for him to tell me that. So one my 100 and whatever days that I utilized it well. I was like, wow. Okay. Anyway, so now what are we talking about? Going back to where we are, right? It says what? That those things that does not serve you. Like, let me read it again. It says number 2, what should I let go? Okay. So the things to start thinking on, the things you should let go, habits or expectations that no longer serve you. As a humanitarian, honest humanitarian, what are those things you have that no longer serves you? Betraying people, understand that as a genuine humanitarian, you can no longer betray people. So if this does not serve you, so letting go of it, time is now, it's time. And then we get to 3. Who has uplifted me, and how can I deepen those connections? Again, like we say, don't joke with good relationships. There was something we asked here one time, a course we did here said, who is in your contact? And how do you treat your contact? Do you abuse your contact, or do you safeguard your contacts? We treated it here, and this is the here. Connection. We might gather as a community of humanitarian, but guess what? We can still build connection. And I used mine as an example. I say, in this community, I have built family. I have built positive family in this organization. I have done that. That by the grace of God, many often I don't even pull my family now. Before is sometimes they will be there, you don't tell people this if you want to do this. We are here for you. We are here. But what? I may not have money, but what? I have people by His grace. I'm not just having people, but what? Being genuine, real, and honest with them. I didn't say perfect, right? But being my best with the community. My accountability, my transparency, and all of those. There are situations that will come. You always see me. For transparency's sake, I will pull our admins so that it will not just be me. And they will tell you certain things, the admins, especially zonal admins, they must be involved. Because me, I have this one, it's still weakness. I don't know how to paraphrase when it is getting complicated. I can do that maybe with writing the hair. But when it gets to I say, I don't know how to. So we always be there so that there will be 2 to 3 years, not just 1 year, and so on. So that is what we are talking about here. Okay. When any opportunity we have, don't say, is it not just media? Or don't say, is it not? And we have physical meetings. In physical meetings, give your best. You don't know who is who. We don't know who is who. And we don't know who will become who tomorrow. Because God is in a mandate with us. We are on His mandate. And He has never changed. I cannot see us to change. I met great families, great people I haven't seen before, met on social media today like families, and so on. Now we take it, okay, to the 4th one. It said, when I have felt truly energized, and how can I lean into that more fully? And I've taken it here. As a humanitarian, right? We really need to be charged. And even go more, because it's the only meaningful life. I live today, right? Even at so far what we've done by His grace, we still do mighty things. But at least I know that name will be somewhere. It will not just go like, flood, just sweep away something. No. And that is something we are calling on everybody today. On everybody today. And then she went further and said, progress is the momentum that keeps us moving forward. Progress. We never said as a community we have arrived. No. But our progress, that's, step by step, I will follow Jesus every day in my life, right? It's step by step, just like the breath. right? We take it up, right? And get it back, another opportunity. We can, take it up, and he said, that's it. And then it won't come down. Chicken, then that's it. But continue to respond. Opportunities. Now, what is our progress? And that progress, the movement should be our momentum. The movement we are doing, or whatever we are doing, always know that we have to be happy doing it. And it has to be impactful. Our anniversary, we don't just go on anniversary, say because it's our 3 years anniversary, and then we come here to be clapping. It's meaning, what is that? Like, what is that? And that is why in our anniversary, we all gather and use it to do what? To do the program. Every child is a genius. The kids are studying on it. Questions are being getting ready. The lady God brought for this tenor, she's just doing a marvelous job. She's doing a tremendous job. Every day she produces 30 questions. Every day, because we have a lot of people. Hopefully, sometimes they will do all of this on the day of this. Network will not allow them. So our admins, please, if you all know people that, let's see a way so that we'll make sure those kids will take, we partake to this. Okay, we're going to, as usual. So we make sure we accommodate the numbers that's applied or enrolled on it. Okay. So we have to understand this, that our progress should remain our momentum. And then it says, well, letting go of what no longer serves us, bring clarity, filtration. If we're on a movement and we still have our lies, still have our betrayals, still have our talking down on people, it will clog us, it will crowd us, it's hard to even know what we are doing. It's hard to even know who we are. It's hard to even know that we will be nowhere or anywhere. So there must be clarity. And before you can get clarity, if you are cooking and all, you filter, right? You sieve things to get clean water or cleaning whatever you do. So there must be that filtration in order to have clarity. So we should be able to do what? Get those things off that do no longer serve us. We should be able to get those things off, so that there will be clarity, so that we can even understand what we are doing, the difference, where we were and where we are, plus where we are going. Without getting all these things off the way, we're gonna it's like a cobwebs. We can't filter it. We can't get it. We cannot get it, And then taking it again, nurturing meaningful relationships. Nurturing meaningful relationships reminds us that we are stronger together. As a community, being part of what is going on, whether activities goes on your groups or not, being part of what is going on, being the reason for the activeness of it, being the reason for the existence, being the reason for the humanitarian movements. Nurturing those relationships will identify you. It will identify you. It will differentiate you, and will make what? All of us that believes in the humanitarian movement stronger. Okay? And then the last one is, I'm turning into what gives us energy, helps us align with our authentic selves. This is me, is a brand for me, like I will always say. Anyone, if I talk, I will tell you, in my family, in my home, in anywhere, I am not chameleon. There was something I shared here. I said, if I give you a work, see your job, trust you, give you a work, and then you feel, oh, she's a humanitarian, therefore you will mess with my work or eat my work. I said, I will sue you. I will arrest you. I will arrest, and I'm not going to leave you in the police. I will take you there. I will take you there. We go there. We go figure it out. It's simple. I don't complicate it. I do not complicate it. This is from day one. I say this is me and this is me. And I talk again. I said I am on a mild closure personality, and I have my reasons. Mild closure. I have my reasons. I respect people's boundaries, and my boundaries must be respected. I got my boundaries. I don't mix my boundaries. I don't. Our people that work close to us in the community will tell you, even in their personal life, I don't get in there. But when I talk general, I will tell every person, make your ways right too. Make your ways right. Just like I'm trying my best to make it right, right. The work we do, like the post I saw in Anambra chapter, the work we do gives us the opportunity, right, to continue. If you're gonna be a truthful person, you're gonna step on toes. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but that's what it is. But on it, like I will always say, whatever I do, number one, is it what? If it's not what it, I don't cross there. I don't give my energy where it doesn't belong. But you see where it belongs, I give it in. But I give it in. I give it all. I give it all. You know, and if you come in, and that's one of the things why I haven't, like some people, you know, you can easily go to them and say, come and support this. I don't do that because I don't want someone that will come tomorrow and try to become, you know, make us compromise or become God for us. And if you are coming, it will be your willingly. You know, you love the job, you love humanitarian work, you come, and don't come because of me. Come for the sake of humanity and focus on humanity. Don't even try to identify who I am. Don't even try to see my face. Look unto the owner of the work and do the noble things. Ask yourself, is it worth doing? Do it. That's where ends it. You know, I was sharing with people before. I said, humanitarian job I do, I don't no recognition. Number one, I don't even want you to know who I am. I don't even want. You know, and I used that of Harrison when I was doing there. I'm doing who I am because I'm not doing it for him. And then when you now come on the person, I will say, no. What brings me here is this, and that's it. You know, and then anywhere you develop, no, goodbye. The focus is this, and that's what it is. You know, and should be respected. Okay? So when we come to this aspect, we should be able, okay? We should be able to do what? Turning our energies, right? That align to what? Our authentic self. And then she gets it, and then she now said, this 4th of July, let's celebrate independence. That's one. As we are, okay, wished it, right? Acknowledge the country, right? And then say, let's celebrate independence. And also intention, choosing to live the rest of our year with purpose, joy, integrity, and the courage. And I take it here. We are in July, right? As we are celebrating the independence, we're still reminding us to live the rest of the year, extending it. By the time we practice it for the rest of the year, it becomes part of us, right? It must have like deepened more into us. The purpose. None of us just came here. They born us. We are here to acquire degree and hide it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I don't know the light of yours, but whatever the light is, you got to let it shine. You cannot keep hiding it under the table. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Okay? You have the talents the world needs. You have to be impactful. You have to make impact. That's your little light. Little light will shine. Make it shine because it's gonna shine so bright. As little as candle light is, it brings mighty clarity in any place or room. Darkness, you brings it. It brings lots of clarity. Bring out that little light. If you have the big light, if you have the searchlight, bring out your searchlight. If you have your candle light, whatever you have that is talent is like a light, bring it. You don't have to have all the degrees to bring it. You don't have to have live in a mansion to bring. Anywhere you are, to any point, at any level, bring that light of yours to shine, because that you have, the world needs it. That you have, we all need it. That you have, we all learn and can still learn from it. Stop hiding that you have. Wherever you are, your truth is your light. Speak your truth. Wherever you are, whether you are at your workplace, whether you anywhere you are, identify you. identify you, identify the new you, and let your light shine. By the time your light will shine and start shining, it's going to get to every person and people will identify you. By the time they are doing things that will be hurtful to others and everything, you will no longer become part of it. When they raise the topic, they know certain topics cannot get to your table because you are no longer part of this. When the light comes, darkness disappears. Light is gone. When the perfect comes, the imperfect disappears. It's not about because this person, it doesn't matter, you know, this person is not your friend, this person is not in your chapter, this person, therefore, even in your chapter, you see another person, not someone from your chapter, speak ill of another person in the chapter. Let your light, let this little light of yours shine. What does that mean? Let your truth to be out. Speak your truth. Speak your kindness. That is the light there. Everything positivity, it's light. So let those come out. When people will talk about certain things, let your light shine. Because when perfect comes, the imperfect disappears. Once you speak your light, right? That dark word will disappear. So that we can start to, you know, help liberate people. We can start to help liberate people. The same thing in our family, in families, right? Some might have more of female kids, some might have more of male kids, right? Every person must live. Every person deserves to live. As a mother, you don't do because this one is the one that have money we passed. You don't do because this one is the only son, or because this one is the only, or as a mother, as even individual, let your light shine. Let your truth be out. Is it going to step on people's toes? Yes, true, to step on people's toes. You don't know that? Yes. True, to step on people's toes. However, is it worth it? If it's worth it, yes, it does step on people's toes. And we'll bring it to the end of it. And we'll say again, Happy Independence Day to everybody. May this little light of us shine so bright. May the little light of ours, if we have it big, is a lamp, is a searchlight, whatever it is. But just know that that light doesn't have to be searchlight or lamp holder for that to shine. As little as candle light, let this light shine. So that together, our journey and purpose in the movements and the entire world, you know, will be meaningful. Because whatever we are practicing here definitely will be making impact in our family, in our other families. So that even in families, when you see things going wrong in your family, you can stand up and speak truth, irrespective of who it will touch. Irrespective of who is involved, you'll be able to speak the truth so that others can be freed. In your school, something happened, be able to speak the truth so that others can be freed. Even in your church, be able to say, no, this is not right, so that others can be freed, so that the light can shine. For the darkness to disappear, there must be light. And we thank everybody for today. And to God be the glory. And may this, the remaining of this half of the year, right, brings us that joy, the hope, the purpose, the courage indeed, the brave, the boldness, the confidence, the integrity, the intentionality to be able to do more wonderful things, to make impact, to make difference. And together, it will still reflect in our lives, because what goes around comes around. Thank you, everyone. And our admins, please, let's gift 1 gig to the people, and we use it again to say Happy Independence Day to everybody. And from me to you all, Happy Independence, and have a wonderful weekend.